Trending financial news and analysis play a vital role in shaping economic understanding, investment decisions, and business strategies in today's interconnected global economy. Financial markets no longer operate in isolation. They respond instantly to policy decisions, geopolitical developments, technological advancements, and shifts in consumer behavior. Staying informed about trending financial news allows individuals, investors, and organizations to interpret market movements, anticipate risks, and identify emerging opportunities with greater accuracy. At its core, financial news covers a wide range of economic indicators and events. These include interest rate decisions by central banks, inflation reports, employment data, gross domestic product growth, corporate earnings, government fiscal policies, and global trade developments. Each of these factors influences market sentiment and capital flows. For example, changes in interest rates directly affect borrowing costs, consumer spending, and investment valuations, making central bank announcements some of the most closely monitored financial events worldwide. Financial analysis goes beyond simply reporting news. It interprets and contextualizes information to explain why markets react the way they do. Raw data alone does not provide clarity unless it is examined in relation to historical trends, economic cycles, and broader market conditions. Analysis helps distinguish between short-term volatility and long-term structural changes, allowing decision-makers to respond thoughtfully rather than emotionally. One major area of focus in trending financial news is inflation and monetary policy. Inflation levels influence purchasing power, business costs, wage growth, and consumer confidence. When inflation rises beyond target levels, central banks may tighten monetary policy by raising interest rates. Conversely, during economic slowdowns, they may lower rates to stimulate growth. Financial analysts closely evaluate inflation data to predict policy moves and assess their potential impact on stocks, bonds, currencies, and real estate markets. Corporate earnings reports are another critical component of financial news. Public companies release quarterly financial statements that reveal revenue growth, profit margins, operational efficiency, and future outlook. These reports provide insights into the health of specific industries and the broader economy. Strong earnings often signal economic resilience, while widespread earnings declines may indicate slowing growth or recessionary pressures. Analysts study these reports to evaluate company performance and forecast future trends. Geopolitical developments significantly influence financial markets and often dominate trending financial news. Events such as trade disputes, military conflicts, sanctions, elections, and diplomatic agreements can disrupt supply chains, alter commodity prices, and shift investor sentiment. For example, geopolitical tensions in energy-producing regions can cause oil prices to spike, affecting inflation and transportation costs globally. Financial analysis helps assess whether such events have temporary or long-lasting economic consequences. Another growing area within financial news is government fiscal policy. Public spending programs, tax reforms, stimulus packages, and debt levels directly affect economic growth and financial stability. When governments increase spending, it can boost economic activity, but may also raise concerns about budget deficits and inflation. Analysts examine fiscal policy announcements to understand their impact on bond markets, currency values, and long-term economic sustainability. Market sentiment and investor psychology also play a crucial role in trending financial news. Financial markets are not driven solely by fundamentals. Emotions such as fear, optimism, and uncertainty often amplify price movements. News headlines, media narratives, and social trends can trigger rapid market reactions, sometimes disconnected from underlying economic realities. Financial analysis helps filter noise from meaningful signals, enabling investors to make rational decisions rather than reacting impulsively to headlines. Technological innovation has transformed how financial news is consumed and analyzed. Real-time data, algorithmic trading, artificial intelligence, and social media platforms have accelerated the speed at which information spreads. Markets now react within seconds to breaking news, leaving little room for delayed decision-making. As a result, financial analysis increasingly emphasizes forward-looking indicators, scenario planning, and risk management rather than reactive strategies. globalization has further expanded the scope of trending financial news. Economic developments in one country can quickly impact markets worldwide through trade, investment, and currency channels. For instance, policy changes by major economies can influence capital flows into emerging markets, affecting exchange rates and local financial conditions. Understanding these global linkages is essential for interpreting financial news accurately and avoiding narrow or isolated perspectives. Financial news analysis is not limited to investors alone. It is equally important for businesses and policymakers. Companies rely on financial insights to plan expansions, manage costs, and hedge risks. Policymakers use economic data and market feedback to design regulations and policy responses. Even individuals benefit from understanding financial trends, as they influence employment opportunities, interest rates on loans, retirement planning, and cost of living. However, not all financial news is equally reliable or relevant. Sensational headlines and short-term speculation can distort perceptions and encourage poor decision-making. Professional financial analysis emphasizes data credibility, context, and long-term implications rather than short-lived market reactions. Critical thinking and source evaluation are essential skills in navigating modern financial media. In conclusion, trending financial news and analysis serve as essential tools for understanding the complex dynamics of the global economy. They provide insights into economic conditions, market behavior, policy decisions, and emerging risks. When interpreted thoughtfully and professionally, financial news enables individuals and organizations to make informed decisions, manage uncertainty, and adapt to changing economic environments. Rather than reacting to headlines alone, effective financial analysis transforms information into strategic knowledge, supporting long-term financial resilience and success.